Hey guys, this is Jacob from Team DDD, bringing you Rick's Flower Cardian deck. Take it away, Rick.
Okay, so to start things off, we're playing 3 Flower Cardian Pine. He's their playmaker of the deck. He's mainly their starter card. When he's normal summon, you gotta do something I call a Cardian draw, where you draw a card, and if it's a Cardian, you gotta keep it. Otherwise, if it's a spell, trap, or monster that's not a Cardian, it goes straight to the graveyard. Next we have 2 Zebragrass. Basically, if you control level 7 or lower Cardian, he special summons himself from the hand, and then he's basically a magical mallet. But all the Cardians that summon themselves from the hand for free usually lock you into summoning only Cardians for the rest of the turn. Next we have 3 Willow, their best card, arguably. If you control level 10 or lower Cardian, he summons himself out, and then once per turn you can target a Cardian in the graveyard, shuffle it back into the deck, and draw a card. We have 2 Flower Cardian Palomnia. He's arguably the worst because if you control level 11 or lower, he special summons himself, and if he's targeted for an attack, he can negate the attack in the battle phase and draw a card. For the next Cardians, we play 1 Pine with Crane, and the main reason we play him is there's a combo that's involving him and Pine, because if you have a level 1 monster, he tributes level 1 monster, special summons himself, and then does the Cardian draw effect. Not only that, but at the end of the battle phase, if he attacks, you get to draw a card. So it's pretty cool. On to Willow with Calligrapher. You have to tribute a level 11 Cardian to summon this one, and he's a tuner. The way that the tuners all work is they treat themselves and all other monsters they control as level 2. That's how you make your level 10, 8, or 6 Synchro monsters in your extra deck. Next we have 3 Flower Card and Cherry Blossom with Curtain. This card's really good. Basically you draw a card, and if it's a Cardian, he summons himself out from the hand. Not only that, but if a Cardian monster you control battles, he pitches himself in the hand, and that monster gains 1,000 attack. So he can turn your Light Shower into a 4K beater if you wanted that. Next we have 3 Flower Cardian Boar and then 3 Flower Cardian Deer. I'm putting these 2 together to kind of explain them at the same time. Basically, when you tribute any Cardian monster you control to summon these, you draw a card, and if it's a Cardian, you get to destroy a monster, you get to destroy a spell or trap card without targeting. So these cards are really good on their own. They let you go into some exceeds plays in the extra deck as well, and being able to just swarm the field with extra monsters and pop cards is very good on its own. And then for the last monster we play 3 Flower Cardian Peony with Butterfly. This is the easiest accessible tuner. Basically, you tribute a Cardian, special summon him, you draw a card, and if it's a Cardian, basically you get to stack the top 3 cards of your opponent's deck. So basically, he's Spiral Drone, and he gets to let you manipulate your opponent's next draw. So on to the spells. I don't play any Flower Gathering because that card's very bricky in Link format because it doesn't let you Link summon that turn. So you can play that if you want, but I personally don't recommend it. But on to the main card, Flower Stacking. This card lets you choose 3 Cardians with different names, stack them on top of your deck in any order that you want, and this really sets up for a lot of your plays. And the first effect isn't once per turn, but the graveyard effect says during the turn except the turn it was sent to graveyard, you can banish it from your graveyard and add a Cardian from grave to hand. So it lets you recur your Cardian so you can make more plays next turn. Next we have 3 Recarnation. This card's really, really good because you target a Cardian in graveyard, add it to your hand, then you can special summon any Cardian from your hand ignoring summoning condition. Its main part about it though is when it's sent to the graveyard by a Cardian effect, you can basically excavate the top 5 cards of your deck and add any excavated spell or trap card among them, and basically it lets you search any of your spells so you don't end up milling them off with Cardian effects. I played 2 Super Koi Koi. This card used to be terrible. You didn't play it at all before, but now you play it because it lets you go into links a lot easier. Not only that, but if you get 3 Cardians off of this, you get to basically make Moonflower if one of them is a tuner. And its graveyard effect lets you access Willow with Calligrapher a lot easier than having to rely on tributing your Willow. I play 3 Allure Darkness to help with the consistency of the deck. You want to play this because Moonflower lets you just draw into this and you can just plus a lot harder, and you want to see your combo pieces as soon as you possibly can. I play 2 Desynchro. There's a loop with Moonflower and Desynchro that lets you go into a lot of advantage, and it lets you end on a board of Light Shower and Light Flare a lot easier. And then for our one-ofs, we have one Rhoda to search out Cherry Blossom, or Pine, one Soul Charge, because this can literally let you bring back your entire graveyard if you really wanted to, and one Moon Mirror to send off of Isolde. And the main reason I'm choosing Moon Mirror instead of another card is just because this can turn your 100 attack point Cardians into beat sticks if you absolutely need that. Okay, on to the X deck. We're playing 2 Light Flare. This card is insane. It has 5,000 attack points, and basically this requires 5 Cardian monsters to make, to dumb it down a little bit. And basically, when a Cardian monster you control battles an opponent's monster, that monster has its effects negated during the battle phase. He negates a spell or trap card once per turn, and if he leaves the field because of an opponent's card, you get to special summon a Cardian from your extra deck. So he replaces himself, and he's very nice. Next, we have 3 Flower Cardian Light Shower. This card makes all of your cards to where they can't be targeted or destroyed by card effects, and during your opponent's draw phase, they get burned for 1,500. And then we only play 1 Borderfly now. He used to be a lot better, but now that there aren't that many graveyard decks running around, he's not super well. But he's still a better version of Abyss Dweller, being able to banish a Cardian, and then until the end of the next turn, you can't special summon from the graveyard, or your opponent can't special summon from the graveyard, and they can't activate effects in the graveyard. Now, we have 3 Flower Cardian Moonflower. This card finally got released in the TCG, and this is the card that they've needed for a very long time to do something. Basically, it lets you draw a card and keep it no matter what, but if it's a Cardian, you get a special summon ignoring its summoning conditions. And not only that, but it has the whole tuner effect thing, so the fact that this is a tuner allows you to do a lot of dumb stuff with Desynchro, and that's why she's absolutely amazing. Onto the Xyz, we play 1 Super Dreadnought Rail Cannon, because 2 Deers, you get that on the board a lot, and making this card is very easy to out things that are problematic. Then I play the Spider package, I like to call it. Basically, you can make Ravenous Tarantula with Deer, and you can make Pain Gainer with Willow, and 7 Sins with Polymenia, or make it by ranking them up. Basically, being able to access a card that can literally wipe your opponent's board is insane, especially the fact that this deck can make it naturally, so you don't have to wait a turn to use its effect. And then for our links, we have 1 Isolde, because of the fact that you can do something cool with stacking and Pine that can let you just make this easily with a Willow on board, and then just send Moon Mirror to summon Pine from your deck. And then 1 Deco Talker, because it's a generic Link 3. And that's about it. Thank you all so much for watching, and I hope you all have a great day. Bye-bye.